Maybe like the corner of chaos. This is sort of like my catch-all. Welcome to the Sewing Report. I'm Jennifer Moore, helping you discover your love of sewing crafts and DIY projects. And yes, we have moved. I'm back from my hiatus, and I'm really excited to show you the new space I'm going to be sewing, crafting, and filming in. This is going to be a bit of an honest craft room, but I'm really excited about the setup. This space I've got is pretty massive, and it's kind of my ideal filming and creating room. So let's get started and take a look. Let's start off here in the main area. This space is pretty large. It's the living dining room area in the apartment. If you want to see a full tour of our new condo slash apartment, I've got a video up on our other channel, Jen Talks Forever, and I will link it here if you want to see everything before we got stuff moved in. I don't know how big this room is, but this is like maybe 20 feet long, and I would say about, I don't know, like 15 feet deep here. So it's a pretty good space, and I've got in front of me, this is the workstation. Over here, this is the corner of chaos, and here, this is where I'm gonna be. I've got the craft table, which I've already filled with stuff. I set up another folding table over here where I'm gonna keep the sewing machines, and then when I use them, I'm just gonna bring them over here. But this has got a lot of space. It's a little bit echoey in here, so I brought in an IKEA area rug. And by the way, these area rugs, it's like I wanna say like an 8x10, and it was only $40. So it was a pretty good deal, and it's reversible. So highly recommend if you're looking for like a pretty cheap rug. This definitely fits the bill, and hopefully it'll cut down on some of the echo. I know this is a bit of a different video, but I wanted to give you a look at how I set this space up to both sew and film, because I know in some of the videos I do, you don't really see a lot of behind the scenes action. So you're getting it all here, and since we've moved into this place, I have bought not one, but 2 additional light kits. So I now have 3 light kits, and I'm gonna be doing some reviews on my personal channel, Jen Talks Forever, kind of going over them. One I will show you in a little bit because I've got an exciting new addition to the space. I set up like a secondary filming area where I could do like talking head videos, and we're gonna go there in a second. But I got the craft table, got my chair. The light over here, this is like a backlight. So I like to light the wall so that there's less shadows when I'm filming my face. Over here, it's not super dark. That definitely works pretty well. And I'm thinking about trying to maybe hang some stuff on the wall here with command strips. Since this is a rental, I don't want to be putting holes in the wall, and command strips work really well for putting stuff up temporarily, and they don't leave marks, at least not in my experience with the command strips. So I'm thinking, if you have any suggestions for what I should hang, I was thinking about trying to get some prints or something, you know, I don't know, maybe I could make something. I don't know, but I feel like the walls in here, while I do appreciate that they're white, because I think that works better for filming, especially since the last few places we've been at have been like that dingy yellow color that like is in every apartment ever. But I like that this is white, but I do feel like it's a little bit plain. But this space is great because there's a lot of room in front of me to put the camera and move it around. There's also pretty good space behind me to do the same thing, also move all the lights around. So I think this will work really well for filming and for creating things. So this is the main space. Yes, I got all I have so much camera gear. Between this and all the sewing stuff, I feel like I am definitely a bit of a hoarder. Welcome to the brains of this whole operation. This is where I spend probably 75% of the time, and this is the computer workstation. I've got kind of a beast of a computer that my husband James built. Thank you, James. This is, no lie, kind of a monster. It's got 4 hard drives on it. I've got 3 internal hard drives, and I actually have 1 external hard drive. It can be upgraded. Love this computer. I highly recommend building a computer yourself. If you're looking for a lot of computing power and you really want to get the best bang for your buck, we bought all of the parts separately on places like Amazon, Newegg, or Micro Center, which we got a lot of the parts there because we used to live in Atlanta. I got this computer desk from Target, And I like to do a dual monitor setup. I like to have like an editing window open on one screen, and then I like to have like internet browsers or other things I've got going on in the other window. Of course, I've got the sewing report representing in the background, and you know, like my wireless mouse, I know right now I've got 3 web cameras. It's a little bit of overkill. I hope to do some more live streams in the near future and bring those back, but I'm kind of trying to work out what I want to do, but I literally spend so much time in this space. Normally I keep a couple towels under my butt so it doesn't fall asleep, and I got this office chair from Amazon for like 50 bucks. I'm gonna try to link as much of this stuff as I can below if you're interested in any of this stuff. I like the setup quite a bit. I also use the Yeti Blue microphone a lot for voiceover work or if I'm doing live streams. Great microphone, and I'm really happy with this workstation. I can be very productive. I eat here, I watch videos here. This is like my second home. I'm not going to show you the bedroom because it looks sort of like some refugees are living there. But this room is very nicely set up. So this is where I spend a lot of my time. I did like a DIY mouse pad because the mouse pad I had, the fabric was coming off, so I recovered it with some glitter vinyl. I think it's quite snazzy. And then just a life hack, if you need a coaster for anything, flooring samples from Home Depot work great. And then of course, over here I've got my camera bag. I like to keep it close by so I can get like lenses out, get the camera out. And I got, again, I'm a heavy Amazon shopper. I will try to link as much as I can below. Love this backpack. I think it's fantastic. And if you can't tell, my decorating style is like cardboard box chic. That's the look we're going for in here. So this is the workstation, and I am super happy with what I have going on. I'm comfortable. I got my speakers. I also sometimes put on headphones, but a lot of times, I know you're supposed to use headphones, but I just don't really like wearing them that much. So I normally don't. So this is the like central nervous system of this whole space. Yeah, I'm not really sure what you'd call this corner. Maybe like the corner of chaos. This is sort of like my catch-all. This place doesn't have a ton of storage, so I've got a lot of like empty sewing machine boxes that I don't want to get rid of because I want to keep them because we're probably going to be moving again in another year. So yes, another craft room tour after that. But I've got my IKEA storage units back here. These are great. I think the whole unit, each one was like 30 bucks each. They've got wire baskets that you can pull out, and I kind of put some fabric and some notions like stabilizer in here. And then to the corner there, this is sort of like a box with like scrap wood from my dollhousing, some backdrop paper, all kinds of randomness. And then here, this is the vintage Singer sewing machine that I don't use a lot, but still love it. And I've got, some random camera stuff. So this isn't like the prettiest thing you've ever seen, but it works for me. And I got lots of vertical storage for some of my fabric. And I haven't bought fabric in like over a year. I don't need any fabric, and I feel like I'm gonna keep going on this trajectory because it's working for me. Okay, now this is about as honest as we can get here. This is sort of the wall by the window. I've got the IKEA Hemnes cabinet in the corner. That actually looks kind of okay. I have some fabric in there. I've got all kinds of sewing stuff in there. Then I just set up like a folding table. I put the dollhouse up there next to a computer printer. Makes a lot of sense. And we've got a bar stool with a copy of Gary Vaynerchuk's Crushing It in a plastic bag. For some reason, I like to put stuff in plastic bags when I'm moving. I don't know why. I feel like it keeps things clean. I know that's a little weird. And then I've also got a dry erase board that I do really need to hang up. So that is in the works. The good thing about the folding table is that you can store crap underneath. So I've got some very, chic and hip looking cardboard boxes filled with some kitchen stuff. Again, this place does not have amazing storage, but I'm trying to make it work, and this is making it work. The dollhouse, this is still wrapped up from when we moved. I feel like this looks like a dollhouse that's been condemned, or maybe like one of the Dexter kill rooms from the TV show, because it's got like, I covered it in like garbage bags, bubble wrap, and lots of tape. So this kept the dollhouse protected in the car. I could unwrap it, but I'm gonna hold off because I'm not gonna be working on this probably for a while. And I kinda like to keep it like dust free. I like things to be in plastic. I know that's pretty bizarre. And then down here I've got, I don't even know, oh, I've got some like random sewing, you know, stabilizer stuff in here. And then this bag I think has more stabilizer and some, I think, cotton webbing. Seriously, this is actually how I live. I know it's a little embarrassing. Yeah, I got some stabilizer in here and some other kind of random necessities. But yeah, this cabinet is still going pretty strong. During the move, the moving guys knocked a couple pieces off. So maybe after the next move, we might retire this piece. But for now, you know, it's still kicking in here. And I did add an interesting item. While I was still working at CNN, I bought this from the gift shop. It's a stuffed plush live truck, and I just thought it was cool. Initially, I think I was going to give it to as a baby gift to someone. That didn't end up happening. So I still have it and kind of randomly put it in here. But you know, when I'm working on the sewing report, this can remind me of my news days, right? This is the area that I'm really pumped about. This is supposed to be the dining room space in the apartment, and I'm turning it into a secondary filming area, sort of like a photo studio, filming studio. So this is next to the main area, and right now I've got a chair set up, and this is one of the 2 new light kits I bought. These are insanely, intensely bright softbox lights. The set was like 90 bucks, and it comes with 3. It comes with 2 on stands, and then it comes with 1 with an overhang, like an overhead arm, so it can like hang above you like it is right now. Actually, let me see if I can pull it down real quick. All right, here it is. And my plan is to keep these pretty much set up over here. So if I want to shoot like these types of videos where I'm just chatting, I also have a few other channels on YouTube, or if I want to have friends come over and film, they could. The plan is to get a backdrop stand and get like a cool backdrop so it's not so boring, and I can change out the backdrops. So once this is done, this will actually be a really good setup, but I just love this whole big room. There was a tile floor, very, you know, easy to take care of and move things around. I've been having a lot of fun just moving the lights around and experimenting. You know, you gotta make the most of your space. So I really wanted to give you this little tour to hopefully inspire you to work with what you've got and maybe think outside the box in terms of how you organize your things, or, you know, you don't have to use the intended rooms for the purpose. In our last house, we took the dining living room and we turned it into a workshop for my husband. So you can do really whatever you want with these rooms. They don't have to be, a bedroom does not have to be a bedroom. A living room doesn't have to be a living room. And I'm loving this. I like these lights though, are very, very intense, but I'm loving them. Definitely worth the 90 bucks. The other light kit I got is a portable light kit. So I got these lights, you can either plug them in or they're battery operated. And again, I'll link everything in my kit on kit.com, because I keep track of all my filming gear. And I've started to also on the side work with a few clients here in the Tampa Bay area. So like these lights I took to a shoot and it took like forever to set them up. Then, you know, so if I can leave these lights up here, I'd rather do that and take the portable lights with me on location. So I'm trying to kind of spend money in places where it will save me time and save me a lot of energy. And I feel like some of the purchases I've made have been pretty solid. I'm also excited I ordered a new lens, so hopefully maybe this whole situation will look a little bit better. I don't know. But yeah, this, I will give you an update, but this will be, you know, I can shoot like photos of my sewing makes over here, me, you know, wearing stuff that I've made, you know, doing all kinds of stuff. But I'm excited to get like an actual backdrop. I think that'll be really awesome. Guys, I am pumped to get started in this space and start shooting videos again. For those of you who've been following me for a while, thanks for hanging in there. I know there's been a little bit of a lull, and I really appreciate each and every one of you who come by here, who watch videos, who leave comments, even send me emails. It's greatly appreciated, and each and every one of you mean a lot to me. So thank you very much. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing to the Sewing Report for everything sewing, crafts, and DIY projects. I'm Jennifer Moore, and I'll see you again in the next video.